Watch this before you long crypto. This is what I'm going to talk about today. Market is unfolding in a very interesting way, and I know you want to just get onto a long position and you want to make sure to get in early and you want to long to the moon and whatnot, but this might not be the time. You might want to wait a little longer, and in this show I'm going to explain to you why. Guys, we had a little bit of technical issue. I hope this works now. I hope it's good, and if it is, then please smash and obliterate the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're returning. We do this every single day. I don't only give you fish but teach you how to fish. And is it working? All good? And help you learn to trade. Okay. As always, I'm gonna look at daily news. Then I'm gonna look at market analysis. Then I'm gonna look at the. I'm getting the feedback that is good. Okay. Finally, guys, it's been an absolute fucking shit show here. I'm gonna talk to you about that in a second. Q&A, token requests, and much more, guys. Heavy show. Let's jump into it. Okay. Let's go. Very important. Before I say anything, very important that nothing in this show is financial advice. Everything is for entertainment and entertainment purposes only. Informational and entertainment purposes only. Let's go. Let's go. Sorry, guys. It's been fucking crazy this year. Okay, let's go. So, number one. Australia's first spot Bitcoin ETF to hold Bitcoin directly officially begins trading. Again, Australia, we're not looking at Australia as like an extremely big force in this space, but definitely something to look and consider. Okay, here we go. 200 million going towards gaming on Arbitrum. Now, the reason why this is interesting is because we've all been waiting for the gaming summer, and we know that it should come at some point and whatnot, and this might be the time for that to happen. 220 million, about $220 million on current valuation might be pouring into gaming, catalyzed gaming ecosystem growth on Arbitrum. That's the whole proposal. It is going to get voted, and if it does get voted, we are looking at this money, about 220 million current valuation, going into gaming on Arbitrum, and that kickstart obviously the gaming narrative, the Web3 gaming that we've been waiting for a long time. I also tweeted about Pixelverse prior to that I actually like very much. It could be very, very, very interesting. Someone is saying cake again. Guys, just fill me in on this. Fill me in. What the fuck is cake? Like, are you talking about pancake swap? Is that the cake that you guys are talking about? Okay, let's go. Just in, Morgan Stanley's E-Trade considers kicking meme stock leader 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗢𝗓 off the platform. Now, they can't cope. That's what's happening here. They simply cannot cope with what's going on with Roaring Kitty. What's interesting, though, is that he disclosed that he's holding over $200 million worth of long positions on GME. And now the reason why that's interesting and the reason why it's a little bit sketchy, if you ask me, as 盛Party outlines here as well, Citron Research agrees something has changed with the size of GME position. What made 𝗕𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗓 interesting initially was his authenticity. He shared a detailed investment thesis and put his money where his mouth was, which combined with a high short interest and the restless contribution investing history, this time it feels different. Now with GME, he posts with a large account and a significant near-term option position, appearing more like a manipulation without a solid thesis. We believe someone is backing Gil. There's no way he made this size trade alone. So here's the interesting part, and the reason why, a couple of things. Number one, combined with this news that they're trying to kick him off, and combined with this news which says, you know, whether he reported financials don't support his trade, whether he's being backed by someone or he is getting caught on manipulating stock and whatnot, it could be interesting for two reasons. Number one, he might go to jail. Number two, he might move into crypto. Why? Because crypto in a lot of places are unregulated. So he can trade shitcoins on Solana on chain without anybody really saying a word or realizing that he's doing it. And that could be super interesting. And if he, let's assume that he is actually market manipulating, and let's assume that he is having a position, sooner or later he will figure out that there is much more money to be made in crypto. And when that happens, that could be an absolute crazy fucking madness for the crypto space. Now this is just a little picture that I bring you here. Is post his trading positions means market manipulation. That's what everybody's going on about now. Nancy Pelosi makes millions insider trading, completely normal. It's just something to consider here. This here, what you see is your worst nightmare, the worst shitcoin on the planet. Oh no, sorry, that's another tweet. This is actually Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett's company, which is going down 99.9% due to a glitch. As it says here, glitch briefly made Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway lose over 99% of its value today, which made Buffett lose over 99% of his net worth for a few minutes. He was still a billionaire. just so you understand. Now there is another thing. That's not the only thing that's dumping. We are looking at an absolute bloodbath in the Indian stock market, now down over 8%. It's like the Dow Jones being down 8% in a day after election results. I'm actually not sure what's happening with the politics, but there was elections and it didn't go as they planned and whatever, and it started falling. This is massive. Like being down 8% on the day, absolutely. This is literally like the shitcoin of the shitcoin of the shitcoin. Someone is saying gummy. We can look at gummy very, very soon. And then on another note, guys, I always share my thoughts here, and not only crypto but in general. And I mean, this is. I wanted to use the word shameful, but it's more than shameful. So revealed, Fauci, right? Fauci confesses he made up COVID rules, including 6 feet social distancing and masking kids. So this dude testified, and he's saying he's been the main face on the COVID news. He's been, regulations that went on the states, and it turns out that everything or most of the stuff that was made to, regulations and whatnot, 6 feet social distancing, masking kids, being in bubble in schools and whatnot, it's just like, it's a made up shit. He made up this stuff. And that's absolutely crazy. So I'm actually interested to see where this whole thing gonna go with the vaccines, and in the next 5, 10, 20 years, things gonna be discovered that we didn't know before. Just wanted to bring this here, that if they say that Bitcoin is bad and don't buy Bitcoin, think of this here. Think exactly this. That they said that 6 feet social distancing was good, masking your kids is good. Think about all that, okay? So it's just keep that in mind. When they say don't buy Bitcoin, it's horse crap, it's, rat poison and all that shit. Think about this, because they don't want you, they're not in your best interest. Now here is a very important thing to talk about, because I tweeted, and then because of all these technical error that we had today to run the show or start the show, I missed it, but it's here. And I said, prepare for 64,000 or 62,000 Bitcoin, not financial advice. Let's see why I think that. We have a low. So we do have a market structure shift here, okay? Then we have a 50% retrace here. And then we do have a new high. Now we have a low, we have a high, we have a low. Then we established that the new high is up here, right? We have a 4-point structure, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're waiting for a retest to the 50. If I pull it from the very bottom, and I want to be very strict about it, it's not a retrace. If I pull it from here, it could be considered as a retrace. What I can tell you is what is my invalidation. If this was enough, we need to establish an internal structure. The internal structure will look like this. This is a market structure shift, and I need to see a market structure break up here. Very important, we did not break below here. This is a strong level as well, very, very strong level. So the fact that we didn't break below means that we can easily go up. How am I going to play this? Number one, I do think that we need to come back to this level. Like I genuinely think either down to the breaker or just... Before I go further, how do I play that? I actually have a clip for you. And the reason why I'm playing this is very important. If you're not returning to the channel, or if you have not been here yesterday, you want to check this out, because it's super important for everything we're going to talk about today. So yesterday on yesterday's show, and of course you got to subscribe and smash the like button, please guys, smash the like button as well. So we have 170 people watching, only 63 likes. I know it's been kind of a weird show with all these. I wasn't, I was shocked by it didn't work, and then we try to fix it and whatever, but please just, support the men here. Just smash the like. So what I wanted to say is it's very important to understand all that I explained yesterday on the show, because that's going to be the whole basis of today's show. And here's how what I said yesterday. It's called a trendline liquidity, and these ought to be taken a lot of times. So if we don't close above this level, which is the 70,684, we are going to see a dump. We might wick through and then come back down. But if we don't close above there on the 4-hour chart, 1 hour is a great confirmation as the beginning, but if we don't close above on the 4-hour chart, 70,700, we are going down, and we are coming down to 65,000. Okay, so here's the interesting part, and then we move on to the market analysis, and then I'm going to look at the Q&A as well, guys. But here's the important thing. So don't look at my short position, because we don't take short positions. We discussed this, so don't follow. But here's what I discussed yesterday, and I said that if we don't close above on the 4-hour, if we don't close above this level, which is up here, the 70,677, which, yeah, probably I was like 70,700, right? If we don't close above there, this is just a simple retest to the OB. So if you look here, this here is a beautiful retest to the last bearish or bullish candle after, before an impulsive move to the downside, okay? Very, very beautiful retest. What do you see from the retest? And I said, if we don't close above here, that means that we are going to see a massive dump. Now, what you see on the 15-minute is that you come back, you retest this 1 hour OB up here, you see? And then from there, a textbook market structure shift. Market structure shift means that you break below a recent strong level. So you're shifting the trend. You had a low, you had a high, you had a low, you had a, let's say, yeah, you had a high, then you had this accumulation area, which considered as a low, then you have a high, and after tapping into a higher time frame supply zone, it shows a very strong market structure shift. That's a very, very strong indication that we are going lower. That's the initiation of the move, okay? So that said, what can happen is the following. Number one, you wanted to monitor what happens then. It came back 50 retest, right? It came back 50 retest and it started moving lower. So from here on, basically it's establishing an internal structure. On the internal structure, we're looking at a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low. That's our structure. This is the internal structure, right? So technically there is no reason for us to close above here. Technically there is no reason now to close above 69,358. If we do close above, there is a possibility of taking this high and even wicking through here. But for now, I think that we've seen every confirmation we needed for us to say that we are going and targeting this 65 to 64,000. This is why 64 to 62,000. This is why I tweeted to get ready. That means get ready doesn't mean to short like here. What means is that you want to make sure not to take any longs before you get the confirmation for the long. You have to understand whether you're a trader or whether you're an investor. If you're a trader, I do recommend you be positioned. If you're an investor, I do recommend you be positioned. Okay, I'm positioned on spot. I'm holding my spot bags. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about here today. What I'm here to give you is knowledge on how you can trade the market, how you can accumulate dollars. We need like a ting ting sound effect here, ting ting, when I say dollars. So how you can accumulate dollars, and the way to accumulate dollars is by swapping in and out from dollars to Bitcoin, from Bitcoin to dollars, from crypto to dollars, and vice versa. So what I'm saying now here is that if you want to take a trade, I would wait, because there will be much better risk reward opportunities on the market. So let's look at what I'm thinking, what will happen. Main scenarios, as you know, because you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not, you definitely have to do that right now. And also you have to smash and obliterate the like button. We only have 100 likes, 205 people watching live. So you want to do that as well, please. And if you're rewatching, you can actually, not that one, but if you're rewatching, you can actually just use that one there and then just click on there and subscribe. So I'll tell you the good, bad, and the ugly, okay? The good is, I mean, depending how you look at it. If you're bullish, here's the good news for you. It is building up massive liquidity now, okay? It's building up massive liquidity. That means that we probably are going to see a push, okay? The question is where the push goes, because if we keep the internal structure, we're not going to go above 69,300. It's just not going to happen. If we want to raid this liquidity and trap even more people, which means the dump will probably be more vicious, we will come with this liquidity and come all the way back to this bearish OB up here and then nuke. Either way, my main scenario is that we are going lower, because either we take the liquidity here and then all this built up liquidity that I've been talking about, all this built up liquidity and all this built up liquidity and all the external liquidity here it has to be taken. Or what's going to happen is that we don't take that liquidity and it's already built up for it to come back when the recovery happens. I can't tell you which one it is, but what I can tell you is that this high is most likely holding. This high will most likely not be violated before we go lower to the 60, 64, 62,000 region. And when that happens, and even if this gets violated, the next level is up here, which is 70,700, and we can still see a reversal. So overall, my thesis right now is that we're going lower. We're going to have at least on Bitcoin, we're going to have at least a, let me look at this. We're going down to this breaker in my opinion, at least to the breaker. So we're looking at least 6 to 8%, 6 to 10% dump on Bitcoin, which could send alts to like maybe 15%, 10, 15%. That's my main theory on Bitcoin. Now I have to be prepared, obviously. I don't really, so my invalidation is a strong close above here. That's my invalidation, a strong close above 70,647, 70,700. That's my strong invalidation. If we don't close above there on the 1 hour, at least on the 1 hour, but rather on the 4 hour, I'm not interested. I'm pretty confident we're going lower. Now, what is the bullish scenario? The bullish scenario is that this was actually the market structure shift. We came, retested, hit, accumulated in this entire region, which I said will happen, and this is why we're going to have a dump as a manipulation and then a reclaim of these levels later, as I explained yesterday on the show. But we have a market structure shift here, which is a higher high after creating a lower high. Then we have a retest to this region. Then we are running for the market structure break and have another push-up, right? Another push-up. So the bullish scenario can be that this liquidation event that we saw down here, this here, is actually just to retrace to the discount, and then we can see a strong V-shaped recovery from here. But we didn't see that. So even if that's the case, what I think will happen is that we're gonna have a rather slow grind. So some kind of accumulation has to happen. I cannot see us doing this. Like I just can't. Might happen, but I can't see us doing this. So there will definitely be a possibility of getting into a long position, even if this was enough and even if we are going higher from here, okay? So the bullish scenario is that we go from here, or maybe come a little bit lower and then we show a market structure shift and then we go from there. And then we definitely target, number one, we are targeting, if I wanna be very, very bullish, I'm targeting a 4 hour close above 70,700. And if that happens, definitely 75K, definitely 73, 75K. So if that happens, we are going much, much higher. So let me just summarize this and then we're moving on to the Q&A for a second. But let me summarize this. So my thoughts for today is the following on Bitcoin. Two main scenarios. Number one, which is in my opinion the most likely, is that we came up on the 1 hour. We came on the 1 hour and retested this bearish supply zone, this bearish OB, this supply zone up here. From there, we showed a strong reaction on the 15-minute, created a market structure shift. It's accumulating just below another bearish OB here, which will or could be touched. And then after showing a strong market structure shift, we can target the 64, 62,000 region. That's my main scenario. That's what I think will happen. Invalidation for me stays as I explained yesterday, which is a clear close above 70,700 on the 4 hour chart. Obviously, if we see a close above the 1 hour chart, that could be a great indication that we are going to see a close on the 4 hour as well. But until then, it's just a bearish momentum. The second scenario is, the bullish one, which I said maybe we screw a little bit around here, maybe we come lower, and then we see a strong market structure shift. That could be interesting if we don't close below here at all, and we see a strong V-shape, not like this, but actually see like this, like we take liquidity and then we recover. That could be an interesting play if we see that. Then I might consider taking a long position and just playing it depending on the risk reward it will give us. But I do believe that if we are able to close above 7,700 on the 4 hour, we are targeting 73 or 75,000 and possibly higher. So that's that, and I think it is time for us to look at the chat and just talk. Guys, I'm so sorry, I'm a little bit tired, and I've been surprised by this tech issue that we couldn't solve, and it was just what are you laughing at? Okay, let's put up a vote. Is it a best show? Is it a best show or is it a good show? Or, no, he's saying no. Okay, so guys, this is the time. Welcome back to the Q&A session of this show. 100x club, 100x comments, 100x questions. I've got my what is it, earbuds coming out here. This is pretty weird. Anyway, you guys can just write your comments and they will come up just here and I'm gonna reply to them. And until this very, very slow system pulls your comments in, I'm just gonna pull your comments. Somebody's saying, I got a super chat from Nitro Bunny. What is the super chat saying? Super chat from Nitro Bunny. Love for you. God bless you and your fam and the crew. Ha! Thank you so much, Nitro Bunny. We love you back. Okay, so the tag doesn't work today. Like, I don't know what the fuck is happening, guys. Like, this is just crazy. It's just, the tag doesn't work. Vienna is like, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. What? Okay, connoisseur, tell me what the fuck is this cake thing? Like, tell me what it is. Like, really, I'm not even joking. We don't know what you're talking about. Everybody's saying cake. I don't know what that is. Bay Street Bets. Okay, so laughing. Fefe president. Here from Meta Group. Keep up the good work. Great. Oh, here we go. He's waking up. He came live. He's waking up. Ladies and gentlemen. Good. He's Fefe the Powell of, what was that? Powell of Pepe? I'm single and looking for multiple views. When MBS giveaway? It's coming. Can you analyze? No. Is Fefe the Powell of Pepe? You guys, you're such a smart comments. Can someone get this 𝗷𝗙𝗢𝗙 guy stop these fucking spams? Will Pepe go up? Possibly. Loving the interface and BGM today. Nice. Please check Toby. This guy is coming here every day. We can check it tomorrow. Oh, we can check it today. Just bake, eat cake, get in the gym, prepare to fight, and beat Mario in the fall. Easy. I'll take Mario any day of the week. How long will the correction last in your opinion? I don't know time. I don't know when. I don't know. It's probably gonna. I don't think it's gonna take long, but I would imagine it will be fast. I like your TS tag. Thanks. Thank you so much for being here. MBS fam loves you. Yalla. MBS, we love MBS. How deep you going? Okay, I didn't see that. Check. Chonky. No. T-Mania. Yeah. Trump Mania. Great one. Analyze Pepe. We can look at that. The analysis is coming up very soon. Dot ready for bulls. We can look at that as well. Let's LFGO. These guys are crazy. These guys are absolute crazy. How much is in your wallet now? Let's look at it. I think it dumped a little bit. Let me look at the guys. We actually, I'm not gonna be able to do the giveaway this week, I think, because then we have to. Oh, it's 120,000, 121,000. In fact, I'm not sure if we can do the giveaway this week. I can't tell you the reason, but I've got some stuff that I gotta take care of. Good day from Melbourne, Australia. Love your giveaway show. I'm so happy. Did not win anything from yesterday's from your giveaway. I'm so sorry. Gummy and Tucker. We can look at them. Yato and Solana is pumping. We can look at LFGO community. Love you. We're gonna get a moon back too. Fefe to the moon. Nice to know. 𝗔𝗘𝗙𝗢𝗢. Crazy man, bro. Yeah, it is crazy. But you know what is even crazier? What is happening? I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my god. I'm not gonna get stripping. Don't worry. I don't have an OnlyFans account that I want to promote here. Jesus Christ. Someone's saying thank you per person. Bro. Oh my god, what is happening here, guys? If you knew what I know, what we've been going through this, like, I sleep 3 hours a day and I'm like so tired, and we come in here and we set up the studio, everything is nice, and then it's just I talk like this, and then it doesn't, and then start again and it doesn't, and it start again, it doesn't work, and we still have 230 people watching. I mean, you know, like, you guys are absolutely fucking legends. If I have 1K, what's your top 3 coins that you will put it in? It's a very good question, in fact, but it depends on your risk tolerance. Like, if I had 1K, I would fucking risk it all. I would risk it all, because 1K is not gonna take you long in life, you know? And it's a lot of money, but it's not gonna take you long. So I would not put it in Bitcoin and have like $2,500 in 12 months. I'd not do that. I would just try to be on the shows all the time and try to get in early on narratives, try to get in early on memes, and just, yeah. Can I look at FTM and Casper later? Yes, save your coins. We have this token rec was up here. We are going to do that. If you want to succeed in crypto, OnlyFans is calling to your mother ringing. Launch course ASAP. Yes, it's coming. I had a meeting about it today, actually too. Knowing Fefe is a win. I'm grateful. 1K in memes. Yes. For the next giveaway, pick people from your community. This was your idea. bro, we want community, you know, it's very important. Like 100x Club is building up and whatever, but like we're fam, you know, it's not whose idea it is. It's not, it's like we are here to change lives. And it's actually, to be very honest with you, like see people hating on Rand for taking my idea. First of all, we had dinner together and he was like, you know, he was, let's blow this thing up. It was very good for the channel, very good for me, and it was fun. So it's only love. We're one community. So it's, yeah. Do you have a Brett on base? I don't have it, but it hit 1 billion, so it's a perfect time not to buy it. Been waiting for FTM to drop to 0.7. We can look at it in a second. So saying mother token. Did you, this MBS guy came in from another account and started spamming that? You gotta respect the hustle though. Give us a risky 1K pick. 𝗏𝗏, guys. I'm not even kidding. I genuinely think 𝗏𝗏 can be really, really big. It needs some work. It needs some work, but it can be very, very, very big. How to change life with $30? Bruv, I can't help you. Can you show us your tits? I mean, maybe. What should be the price for me showing my tits? What should be? Oh my god. Yeah, seriously. What would be the price? Okay. What scenario is more likely to play out this week? I think we're gonna dump. I think we're gonna dump and then we're gonna recover next week or maybe end of the week. When 𝗏𝗏 hits 1 billion, nice. When 𝗏𝗏 hits 1 billion, I show my titty. 𝗏𝗏 or Gummy? 𝗏𝗏. The only reason why I picked 𝗏𝗏 over Gummy is because I think if 𝗏𝗏 can pull, Gummy is a great meme, but if 𝗏𝗏 can pull this off, it can literally be something that survives the bear market, and it's really here with us. It's like absolutely crazy. What do you see BTC low? 60, 64, 62. Clear the OnlyFans will come. Clear the OnlyFans will come, I guess. Yeah, in the bear market. We're gonna get to that in the bear market. It is crazy because celebrities come to crypto in the bull market, and then I genuinely saw a girl from last. I don't even know if it's funny, but like I saw a girl who was doing YouTube last bull market, and she transitioned into OnlyFans in the bear market. She really did. It's a true story. She really did. What do you think with ETH since July? Is ETH going to dump this June? We can, yeah, you know, Bitcoin actually had a decent pullback after the ETF approval. It didn't start trading yet, so I don't know. We gotta see. I clipped it, took her to 1 billion. Let's go. Someone clipped this. What do you think with ETH? Okay, I replied to this. Predict this cycle BTC tops. Look, honestly, I don't think it really depends on a lot of things. If Trump gets elected, I think we're going above 250,000. If Trump doesn't get elected, I think we're not gonna go above 120, 130,000 Bitcoin. Send Pelosi to the moon. We can talk about Pelosi. Okay, guys, I think it's time for you know what's weird? How many gummy did you take? Be sincere. All of them, bitch. Okay, let's go. Just joking. Okay, let's go. Let's look into the charts. Okay, guys, let me know. Let's do a token request. Let's go. We have like 30 minutes. Let's go. Someone was saying real Pepe go up. Why is this fucked all the time as well? I don't even understand. You know what we should do? We should light up we should just do a live show, just do it live, you know, just sit here, just have fun and talk, live trade. We could do live trading. That would be so fun, just being here and enjoying. You know what's weird? I genuinely thought you guys gonna drop off, like when we started talking and whatever, and then the views are just growing. You guys are coming for my titty. Tell me that that's why you're coming for. Okay, let's go. All seriousness, FTM. Someone is saying they waited for 0.7. Did I tell you that it's coming for 0.7? If I told you that it's coming for 0.7, how do you set up Fefe to show only 50%? Good question. Someone is asking, how do I show if only 50% to show? And the way to do that is very simple. You have the Fibonacci tool here, so you go on to Trading View. You click on this little tool here, and you will see Fib retracement. You click on that. and then you start pulling. Now, originally, this will not look like this for you, so you have to double click, and then you will have all these lines here, okay? So you have like this, and then you will have all this craziness. You know, if you started trading, cut the music. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. So if you started trading, then you come across all these levels and whatnot, and you start using them, and then you realize that, you know, there's more to it. So what you do is that you basically just, you untick these levels here because you don't really need it. And then you just leave this here, and then you're gonna have the 0, the 1, and the 50, and that's the 50%. And then what you can do is that when you click here, you can just go on template, you can save as, and then you can save as whatever golden zone. You see I have this here, or you have a discount zone, or you have harmonics, so you can save it as you want. I have it called as discount zone, but it's the PD array actually. So 7, I don't think it will I don't know if I told you 7 or not, but if I told you 7, that was not correct. It's not gonna come for 7. I genuinely think that what's gonna happen is that this came back. This is gonna be one of the trades that we're gonna take on the 4-hour challenge. Like I'm not even joking. So what's gonna happen is that it's gonna come down. So saying, GM Fefe, always secretly watching from work. I imagine you sitting like at work and just like something like this. That's so much fun though. Okay, so I think that we came down on the 4-hour. I do see a market structure shift happening here. Very strong, in fact, very strong market structure shift. Although that's just liquidity sweep anyway, it's very impulsive. So this here is a market structure shift. It's forming a higher high after coming lower and lower and lower and lower, sweeping liquidity and creating market structure shift. I do think we have to come back 50. Now the question really is where 50 is. Okay, that's the question that we're gonna see. So primarily, I'm looking at maybe this rejection block down here, which aligns with the breaker. This is a fantastic level for this to come back to. Can you put up the Bitcoin chart, please? So I monitor it at the same time. So I would actually be interested in buying below 80 cents. Below 80 cents. So Bitcoin is dumping, yeah. So below 80 cents would be interesting. If it dips below 80, wait for a 15-minute market. Like guys, I'm all jokes aside that we're having fun and whatnot, but all jokes aside, this is gonna be very, very good opportunity. So I think we're gonna see Bitcoin dump down to this 64, 62,000 region, and there we're gonna have a lot of opportunities. So you're gonna see something like this, and then you wanna wait for a strong market structure shift like here. You see this very strong market structure shift. This is what you wanna see after coming down here. This holding, maybe wicking through, but not closing below. Anywhere below 80 cents and above 75 cents is a buy. And anywhere 75.8 is a buy, basically. So that's what I would look for. I'm actually added an alert here at 80 cents, and then we just see how that goes. What's your plan with the get grass points? You know what? I'm literally just asking today. Like I saw Binance posting stuff about touching grass, and it's keep posting this, and I don't know if it's them, but if GetGrass is gonna be big, like wow, it will be crazy. Check 1 inch, please. We can check 1 inch. No, that's not the one. Beautiful as well. Look at this. Great find. So we've got the strong. Look at this. Perfect. We just gotta see a 1-hour market structure shift. Yeah, so I need this liquidity to be taken, and I need to see a market structure shift. If we close above here, look at these sweeps. If we close above this level here, 40, why there is no price label? 47.13. If we close above there, it's game on. It's game on. Again, these will be massive fucking trades. This will be massive trades. So we're targeting, like, you know, we're looking at 1 to 4, 1 to 5, and even higher depending on how the confirmation will come. It can, like, if the confirmation comes in like this, we can look at 1 to 10. There will be massive trading opportunities. I'll put an alert in here as well. People want 𝗗𝗢𝗡. Can we check Doge, please? We can look at Doge. Did we work together in Copenhagen? Anastasia, did I work with you? You look like one of the girls that I worked with in Copenhagen. That would be fucking insane. That would be insane. Did we work together in Copenhagen? I don't know. I don't remember your name. I mean, if it's you, then I don't remember your name, but you know what I mean? Anyway, that would be crazy. I'll check Doge. Doge. Monitor the chat if she replies. I want to know if we work together in Copenhagen. That would be crazy. I'm going to tell you a story about Copenhagen. Put up a vote if people want to see. Put up a vote if people want to hear a. Do you want to hear? You can say an inspiring story. Story time. Just say story time? Question mark? Yes, no. Okay.
People love the live, by the way.
People love the live.
88% love it.
Nice. Did you ask them if they like live? You know we're tired, exhausted. Tech doesn't work, but we don't care. Make America great again. Okay, let's go. So, Doge. I'm not liking what I see. Massive liquidity built up. If something falls, Doge will go. What is that? Looking at 20% easy on Doge. 20% easy on Doge. Market structure shift comes down. Maybe down here at 13.5 could be interesting.
She lives in Cape Town, so no.
Yeah, Cape Town vibes only. Okay, cool. No worries. It's awesome. But I checked you Doge. So we have a market structure shift down here, which is good. Then we have a recovery to 50, and then we kind of claim this level, but it's not really, it's not really going at it. I do think it's coming lower, maybe 14. So great areas to look at would be down here. This would be one area that I would definitely look at for a reversal. And then you just want to look for a market structure shift. It's very, very simple, guys. Very simple. It breaks, you look for a market structure shift. If you get the market structure shift, you get it in a long position. If you don't, you still wait. What's the Bitcoin chart? So that's the plan on Doge. That's what I'm thinking on Doge. Kaspa, I'm gonna pull you. Can you put the Bitcoin chart up? We might take this liquidity here. We might start pumping now. Look at Kaspa. It's on the news that smart contracts are coming on to Kaspa. Memes are gonna fly on Kaspa, whatnot. I read this. I read this thing. Oh, okay. I read this thing. We talked about this today that it is coming. And Kaspa can literally just be, mooning from here. Very, very interesting stuff. They're changing the game as they are. It's not just another proof of work protocol. Could be very interesting. I have a friend who's holding a massive Kaspa position. I think it's like $3-4 million worth of Kaspa. Plus, I think. That's only his leverage position. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. He's very, very bullish. He's been very early on it. A lot of people extremely bullish on it. So let's try to get an entry for you guys here. You know what I realized? That it's fucking like my brain doesn't work if I don't sleep. Like it really doesn't work. It really doesn't work. Like I really feel like it doesn't work. It just simply doesn't work. Like I want it to work. Do you ever dream that you're running and you can't run?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I had those dreams. Like when you start running and it's like it doesn't work. It's the same thing. Yeah. You try to punch and it's like if you would be in water. Okay. Looking at 50 here. I mean, it's driven by news, so I'm not sure if it will come back, but would be nice to get an entry. Actually, you know what? You could take up on here. Like you could just try this. The only reason is because it's a 5% stop loss. No way. No. So try to look for like at least the market structure shift down here because this is a strong level. This is not a bad level to start looking for long. The only reason why I'm saying this is because it's driven by news. So if you see a market structure shift, you will definitely get a 1-to-1. So like once you have a market structure shift, you do this. You have at least a 1-to-1, at least a 1-to-1 trade. And this is what we've been talking about, right? That you want to make sure to get that 1-to-1 and then just get your flops up. Just, flip him. So this could actually be interesting. Let's see where it goes. I'm going to put an alert here. Maybe we get it live here. Oh, and then I have to leave in like 10 minutes. Let's do a couple of more tokens. What is the story time or no?
Yeah.
Story time.
78%.
78%. Is it 78%? How many votes?
77.
Guys, vote now. You gotta vote for Trump. No, but you gotta vote. I'm not even kidding. Like we gotta know. Should we? Look where I stopped. Look where I stopped this, like a chubby kid, look. This show is gone today. This show is gone today. This show is gone. Okay, so we need 86 votes. Okay, 270 people watching. Like, of course, if I would say show my titty, everybody would be voting. I know how that goes, guys. Oh my god. Oh, I actually enjoy doing these shows, but it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Somebody's saying, Jasmine, you say BTC dumps to 64.62. Why FTM dumps so little? It had a very strong displacement. I think it's gonna hold quite nicely if Bitcoin drops. Not sure, but maybe. But you know, like maybe that's what. Maybe I don't know, but maybe I'm just joking. But I think it could hold. This is the best show on the planet. Thank you, Gene. Please check Arrow. We can. Why is it dumping? Kid who ate all the cake. What is this cake thing? Tell me. I want to know what this cake thing. I feel like I'm being outside. I feel like I'm not in the insider joke. You ate all the cake. Ondo, kid who ate all the cake. What's in the cake? What's in the cake? Imagine if this was like a marketing campaign for a meme coin called Cake, and then they just start spamming. How fucking crazy idea that would be. Imagine how nice. I'm giving you $1 million idea here. You can just make a meme coin. Don't tell anybody what the meme coin is. Launch it on palm.fun, and then just start getting raiders to just raid. Like, did you see the duck? And then people will say like 1,000 people commenting the duck. Did you see the duck? And they're like, what the fuck is the duck? And at one point, poof, the duck emerges, and then you have it. Okay. Guys, why tokens are dumping? Because I told you, I think we are going to dump, by the way. Okay, so 111 people says, let's go storyline. So I'm going to give you a story time here. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to be a little bit, I hope it's going to be inspiring. You know, it's very important for me, mental health and just getting there. And, you know, and I think we don't talk a lot about it, but it's important. And so here's the story. I was actually on national TV. I was a presenter. Like I was 16, 17, and I had a very great job. And I was. It's also a crazy story how I got recruited for the TV. But anyway, I got recruited to be a TV presenter. Like I had a show, and I was doing shows on TV when I was 16, 17, But it was the national TV and corruption and shit like that, and I was like, "Fuck this, dude! Like, I'm not gonna make it in life. I can get to a certain level, but I'm always gonna be just a slave. I'm always gonna be told what to do." And I was, even though it was I was earning so much money at that time compared to 16, 17-year-old. And anyway, and I knew I wanted to go to university because of the network. And so I was looking at university. I didn't have no money. I got some money. I actually got $6,000 from my mom, which was. She saved up for 20 years to be able to, like literally 20 years through these insurance funds. She saved up, and then she could give me the $6,000. That was all the money she got. And she gave it to me, and she's like, this is what I have. Like, you do what you want to do, but this is what I can give you, and you got to make it. Now, I decided to go to Denmark, and I decided to study university there. And I went out, and I don't know if you're familiar with the prices in Denmark, but an apartment in Denmark costs about $2,500, which doesn't sound like a lot for a lot of people, but it's a shit ton of money. It's like a lot of money. Anyway, what happened was that you have to pay 3 months deposit, and you have to pay the first month, right? So I had to pay it was about 1,200. My apartment, because I lived outside the city, it's 1,200, 1,300. Anyway, I should have paid like $4,000 or $5,000. That was the deal. And I moved together with someone, so I had to pay 50% of it, but I still had to pay almost $3,000. I didn't do anything. I just had to pay it. Like I just had to like wire the money. And I had $3,000. Of that, I spent about $1,000 on moving and, you know, like all that. And life is, you're spending at least $1,500 a month, at least. In Denmark, you can't go without. And so what happens is that I go to Denmark and I printed like 1,000 CVs, and I went from restaurant to hotel, and just leaving my CVs everywhere, literally hours and hours on a day. And eventually got hired in a hotel, and I was literally cleaning toilets, and I was working on the housekeeping, and I was like this handyman. So going from TV to working in a hotel, cleaning toilets and shit like that, it's been an absolute fucking ride. And you know, people told me I'm crazy, but even at that time I had a vision, and I said sometimes I always live by the 2 rule, right? So you have the micro and you have the macro. And on the micro, it doesn't matter if you're not happy. It doesn't matter if you're not fulfilled. It doesn't matter if it's tired, if you're not sleeping, if you're fat. It doesn't matter. On the micro, you have to do everything to get closer to your goal in the macro. And if you have a direction on the macro and you do whatever you can in the micro, it doesn't matter if it's tough. It doesn't matter because it will be tough. But you have a greater good. And so the reason why I went there is because I wanted to build network, and I finished university. And on university, I met a guy who was telling me, Bitcoin Jack, shout out to 𝗨𝗨𝗡𝗧 as well. And I was just telling Jack, and Jack was telling to everything. He was just saying, we're just gonna put it on the Ethereum blockchain. And that's how I got into crypto. So if I never quit my very stable, very promising, very well-paying job, that I knew that on the macro scale is not where I need to be, but on the micro it was comfortable, I would never be sitting here. Never. So that's just the story. You know, that's just the story that I want you to always think micro and macro. And I want you to understand what you're doing today that will bring you closer to your goals in the macro. And if today sucks, fine. Good. No worries. If today you're driving a shitty car, it doesn't matter. If today you're not going for a holiday, it doesn't matter. If you haven't been on holiday for 2-3 years, doesn't matter because you're saving up. You are investing. You are growing. You are building your macro life. Okay? And that's what I want you to really take away from this. If nothing else, take this away. Micro doesn't matter. You have a shitty day, a shitty week, a shitty month, a shitty year, a shitty 2-3 years, a shitty decade, doesn't matter. What matters is that you are getting closer to your macro goal every single day. And if you do, you're gonna make it, I promise you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It was another great offer. We could integrate this like story time. We could do like a story time section in this little thing up here. And then after every show, we could have that.
It can be in the Q&A as well.
Yeah, it could be a Q&A as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Watch out for Bitcoin. Let's before I say goodbye, let's look back because we're kind of having a little bit of pump in here. We're seeing a little bit of pump in here. Pumping. Oh, 𝗗𝗧 is coming. Oh, we might see the 5-minute market structure. It's only 2 candles, so it's not proper. But yeah, let's see what it does. Let's look at Bitcoin. Yeah, it's still nothing. Oh, we're looking at what chart is that? A 5-minute. Yeah. So it's building up massive liquidity. This liquidity will be taken, and I think this is how retail is gonna get screwed. Actually, this is probably what's gonna happen. We're gonna start pumping, and then just simply dump. That's the most likely scenario in my opinion. I genuinely think, if there will be any pump, the pump will come up all the way to like 69,000. I think we're not gonna break 70,000 on the pump, or possibly break through. But it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. I don't think it's looking good, bruv. What do you think? Not looking good, bruv. Okay, cool, guys. What is this? Look, like we gotta short shit up. We ordered so many stuff today, guys. We are ordering. We need our lamp broke. Like the mic is not good. The camera is relocated. The tech is not working. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Let me know of your thoughts now because I'm gonna include it in the end screen, which hopefully does fucking work. Because if it doesn't, I'm just gonna go. Okay, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate every single one of you. Sorry for the tech issues and the bit of a crazy show today. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you definitely back here tomorrow. Until then, take care. Yeah, I believe I will see you. Subscribe to the channel in the next one. Take care.